Yes. In I guess it was October or let's see, March of this year, we were able to start Iglesia Bautista Fe Viva, and that was a tremendous blessing. When we got to read it out, that we thought we might just end up renting a storefront or something to start the church. But long story short, God showed us some property, and we were able to obtain that property. And we thought for our first service, we thought that we would just have a tent put up on that property. But the Lord worked it out where we were able to build like a pavilion type, and that was 82 feet long by 46, and we actually concreted it in. That was pretty amazing because it was during the rainy season, so it was muddy and nasty. But anyways, we got that done. Our first service was March the 6th, and we had 178 in attendance, had 14 saved, and then after that, we've had a youth camp. I think we had 35 in our youth camp, and about 7 that got saved during the youth camp. Seems like every week, God, or every month, for sure, God has allowed us to see people saved, and we've had people baptized uh, every month. And so we're now in our 7th month here at this church, and just excited about what the Lord's doing. We plan on starting a Bible college in January, and we also had some other property given to us. It's I don't know in feet, but it's about 20 meters across and about 50 meters long, and in another part of this same town, but not close to our church. And we just fenced that in, and so we're excited about maybe this next year starting something in that area too. What else? Had a couple men surrender to preach. 18-year-old, and then another man in his 30s or late 20s surrender to preach, and so we're looking forward to getting them in Bible college, and we also have some other projects also. We did, yes, sir. We had that day, and that was a tremendous blessing. There's several more families that are coming to church. Last week we had 120, but we had a graduation of the English class that Brother Jacob McKinney was doing, and so it was a little bit larger than what we normally have. We've been running in the 60s or so, and our Sunday nights are very well attended. Also, last Sunday we had 5 adults baptized, and so what I was going to say about the membership, I had several families join the church, and they voted to take on Marcelo, young man that's working with us. They voted to take him on. The first thing we voted for to pay him 500 B's a month to kind of help him out. He's just been here by faith. I helped him out some, but it's that was a blessing. But there's a lot of other families that are trying to get things in order to be members of the church. They've recently gotten saved, and but a lot of families here are not married. You know, they'll have 5 kids, 6 kids, but they're not married. They'll call each other, you know, husband and wife, but you almost want to ask for their actual certificate before you know. We don't do that, but you almost want to before you allow them to join the church. But it's been exciting. The Lord's really been blessing. We miss y'all tremendously, and thank God for you and all that you've done for us. I hope on Facebook or maybe on our letters you've been able to keep up how the building has been. Got most of the building built. We would like to put the flooring in before the first year anniversary, the tile floor, but that's pretty expensive. We're not in any hurry. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but that's something we're praying about. We just now built a new wall in the front, and we should have that finished. We're putting fans in it this week. We had to rewire the whole church because we had put the pavilion that we had put wiring in those all metal beams. But whenever they concreted all that in, they concreted the wires in without putting tubes in there. So I had to pay for the whole place to get rewired. So, anyways, Lord's been good. Oh man. Well, some of the stuff she's had to put up with is me and those two. And but in our house, it has improved. Because last year was almost like a waterfall in several rooms in the house. And we have a nice house to live in, but it's very nature. Whenever you walk in the living room, and it's just you got a waterfall in the living room. Uh, but anyways, some of that has improved, but it continues to leak. So we need some roofers to come and put a new roof on the house. And the church has a few leaks that we would like to put a false ceiling in the church, but it has a few leaks, and we just got to figure those things out. A prayer request. I know you are on a time schedule. Need to go. A prayer request is about 25 feet from our church. It's on the same side of the road, just one house over. They're putting in a bar, and bars here are kind of like uh, uh, I don't know the word for it. It's yeah, the word he said. But anyways, it's going to be a bad atmosphere around our church, and so in the law here in Bolivia, it says that you can't put one in within 100 meters of a church or a school, and so actually they're going against the law. But it's been done many a times. People just pay whoever the highest payer, will get what they want, and so we just ask y'all to pray about that. Um, I talked to the man and told him that I didn't think that was going to be possible for him to do. And he said, I wanted to talk to you. I was going to tell you that we were going to be quiet. And we were going to, be cordial and all that stuff. And I said, no, you can't really be that way with a bunch of drunks. And so y'all pray with us about that. That really would be a frustration if they're able to put that bar there. Amen. Amen. We love y'all too. We are blessed to be your missionaries. Thank y'all very much. Amen. Say bye.